Wow, 28 minutes. That's all I got. I thought they would do better than that. However, apparently it didn't. Anyway, you know, you sit here and you think about racism. You think about the hatred between whites and blacks, all planted. Nothing really real about it, but it is continued from its inception until today. And it is perhaps one of the greatest causes for the fall of America. And we all want to, at least half of us are, maybe a few more, want to change the situation. All of us want to. But when we start talking about changes, then you got all kind of different views. So I'm thinking, if we want to change, this is just my input. If we want to change the situation, let us go for the gusto. Let us not try to just go a distance higher or better than what someone else might be saying, but maybe a little bit better than someone else is saying. And then people believe perhaps that you have to move in increments in order to end up where you want to go. But to me, it's just wasting time. If you know where you want to go, then direct your path to there. There's other stuff in between is nothing but playing games. All while you're making incremental steps, there's suffering, there's pain. And it takes the same thing to solve the problem. It's taking these incremental steps. So let's go for the big goal. Here's what you do. I think this is what I would suggest. Everybody that's suffering at the hand of the system, everybody that's suffering at the hand of the system, people who can't say, I'm satisfied, I'm fulfilled in my life, it is absolutely wonderful. If you can't say that, then you should come together and with one another and say, how do we achieve this? I mean, actually say, how do we achieve it? Because you're going to have a zillion different ways that people feel that you can do that. But do what you can there. And after you've done that, then ask yourself, which of these ways that can be utilized that will not cause any pain, will not cause any suffering to anybody else? Go to each one of them and answer that. Which one will not cause any pain, will not cause any suffering to anyone else? That'll eliminate over half of them. Then you ask the same question for those that's remaining. Which one offers peace and prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness and the opportunity to live the dream? Which one of them addresses those concerns that are basically essential for our survival, like food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, infrastructure, and really anything that's made by the hands of man? Which one of them offers our needs and our wants and our desires being met? Which one of them do that, achieve that without causing any pain or suffering to anyone? Answer that. And if there is any there, you're blessed. But that's what you do because that eliminates the other stuff. You see, what I'm saying to you is this: as far as I can see, the only plan that should work is a plan that works for everybody. And if everybody is suffering, if everybody that says, I cannot say that I'm fulfilled and happy, if they all say that, then they themselves, by committing to this new way of doing things, deserve to have their needs, their wants, their satisfaction, their fulfillment at the same time as anybody else is having theirs. No increment, everybody. So I'm saying to the people of the United States and the people of the world, if you are not able to rejoice in your life, you are being had. You've been lied to. You've been deceived. And the truth of the matter is, you were made to be on this earth, to experience on this earth as if everything was all right. And the assurance of that is because everything is in your hands. And if it's not happening, it's because somebody tricked you. They tricked you like they did the natives. They tricked you like they did the slaves. They tricked you just like in the United States. The guy for president of the United States told you a whole bunch of stuff and tricked you. And the people that you supported and put in office uh, to meet whatever he had requested gets done, they lied. So what they do? They tricked you. So that's what it's all about, tricking. But knowing that, ladies and gentlemen, and the power is in your hand, do you continue to give that power to what is causing your dying? Or do you reclaim that power and reclaim life? Reclaiming life is in your hands. I think that's all I want to say. Then I guess I could say some other stuff, but it's going to make you mad. But maybe I should say it anyway. In America, white people have always had the power. Always. I don't think they'll argue that. And black people have always been trampled on. Black people have gone through the worst that any can go through. And for some strange reason, with all the hell that we find ourselves in, I'm not talking about all of us Americans, all of the hell that we find ourselves in, the ones that have been trodden on, the ones that have been abused the most, is the one that have been chosen with the solution. Now, I know that makes white people mad. They don't even want to hear that. But they know good and well there is no way that they could bring us out of this mess. You brought us here. And we can say it's your problem, it's your fight. But that's not true. It's all of our fight. And if we left it to you, you couldn't do anything but dig us deeper. So, yes, you may not like it, but we, the black people, the people of color, are the ones who have infested in them the solution to the problems. And that's a spirit of compassion, spirit of love, spirit of doing to others as we'd have others do unto us. And knowing that that has not always been. It is that way now because separated is what got us here. We lose. We recognize now that we have to come together because those of us who want to live see that. Otherwise, we're going straight down because those over there don't care. And if we don't stand, we give them the command. All right, that's good enough. Goodbye for now.